Let's talk about this young kid that goes by the name of the Kid Laroi with his new album called F Love that I thought was pretty dope. How you feel about it?
Woo! Man. You know what? I've changed my tune with the Kid Laroi over the last 6 months since I first found out who he was. First time I ever heard of the Kid Laroi is was when he dropped a song called Addison Rae, and I thought the song was dope, man. I was like, okay, who's this guy who sounds like Juice WRLD? He sounds very refreshing. His raps are dope. He has clear vocals. You know, he infuses melodies in his delivery. All of that, I thought it was all great. But there was something about him that still kind of held me back. I was like, nah, I'm not really rolling at all. Who's this white guy that looks like Justin Bieber? Like, he looks like Justin Bieber when Bieber came into music. You remember how kiddie Justin Bieber looked?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he was singing songs like Baby, Baby. Yeah, for the kids, but like somehow, some way, people who were a little older than Bieber were connecting with it. I felt like. Still to this day, that's why I like Bieber. Bieber's way younger than us, but I like Bieber's music. You know what I'm saying? The Kid Laroi reminds me of that, how I felt about Bieber from that standpoint of, here's this young ass dude who doesn't even look like the type of, he doesn't make the music that I would expect out of somebody that I'm looking at. Yet he's able to connect with his music. At least I'm able to connect with his music on a real deeper level. I love this album. Our first listen, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then I heard it 2 times, and then I heard it 3 times, and I was like, this is a very good album. Very good. Now, when you start really getting into some of these songs, you start understanding that this dude, Kid Laroi, he might be the truth, y'all. Because when I hear what he was able to do on that song called So Sick of Love Songs, what the hell is the name of the real song?
Well, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope.
What did he do? What's the name of that joint? Here it is. Need You the Most, bro. What he did on Need You the Most was incredible to me, because he flipped So Sick by Neo, which I've never even heard anybody do. And that's another reason why I know I'm getting old, because these younger dudes is flipping songs that I used to hear and I still remember vividly. But what he did on that from a music standpoint was incredible. Melodies, emotion, passion, you know what I'm saying? The switching of flows. Bro, he does a lot of stuff with what he does musically. So I could gush a little bit more, but we don't really got the time. You guys should go check out this album. It was really dope. My favorite songs, though, are, like I said, Need You the Most, Same Thing, Tell Me Why, which is that Juice WRLD
homage track.
There you go. Homage track where he was paying homage to Juice WRLD. And then I like that song Go with Juice WRLD. Every song was good though.
He had Go and then Tell Me Why right after, like in the track listing.
It was great.
That stood out to me. I like Need You Most, but I didn't think that was one of the best songs on there. I thought the song with him and Lil Mosey was pretty tight. I thought actually the very first song, Maybe, was really good.
That one was great. Great intro.
And then, like you said, Go, Tell Me Why. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this album. Now, I wouldn't call it great. I wouldn't call it very good. I'm probably not as high as you are on it, because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily the highest quality music to me. It just isn't. It isn't the highest quality of music. Like, his vocal performances are not great. His lyrics aren't next level or anything. It's not a knock on him. It's just that it is what it is. But I will say, like, he shows serious talent on the album. Like, on the album, he legitimately understands how to connect with listeners. That is very hard, to be able to be that age that he is and find a way to connect with all listeners. And another thing too, before this album came out, I actually watched some interviews with the Kid Laroi. And I said, I want to know who this kid is. Like, he sounds kind of like Juice WRLD. I know he's white, but like, is he one of those white guys that like got it out the mud, that grew up in the like black neighborhood, that kind of talks like, your stereotypical hood dude? And he doesn't. He's just a regular Joe. He's just a regular Joe white guy from Australia, by the way, with a heavy Australian accent that smiles when he you talk to him. He answers every question, very articulate. And so when I got to know who he was as a person, it actually boosted my opinion on the music that he makes. Instead of me saying that he's this doppelganger Trippie Redd guy or doppelganger Juice WRLD person, like, I actually said to myself, yo, he's doing what he loves and he's doing it his way. And it just happens to sound like everybody else's way also. And so, long story short, I like the album. I like, it's almost similar to how I felt about NLE Choppa. Remember that album that he brought out? I didn't necessarily love the body of work, but I saw so much potential in the person. Right. Person shows so much potential on the album that you have to, you can't deny it. You cannot like just leave out being impressed.
Bro, let me tell you something. I just found out he was 16 years old.
16?
This kid is on his way, because what I heard from this album, he's out of here. He's out of here. Like, I just see it. I see it already. Because musically, if he was able to deliver this at this age, with this type of passion, with like you said, the talent, it's undeniable to me. You know what I'm saying? That is there. Now all I need to know is how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is his, I haven't heard him talk or anything, so I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't even know he was Australian. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? But now I need to understand who he is as a person. And I think this was a great introduction for me. So now I'm going to do some more digging to understand who he is a little bit more. But if this album is any indication of what we're going to be hearing from this guy in the future, this is going to be a serious artist in music. I'm telling you.
Do you know what worries me about him?
What's up?
That there is a trend of white hip hop artists that down the line they switch up. The latest one was G-Eazy. Like Pink, G-Eazy. Fergie just left she just left Black Eyed Peas and said, I don't really want to F with you. I want to make pop songs. Like, if he can continue to embrace hip hop and not switch up, I think that his future is bright. But I'm scared. I do not think in 5 to 10 years, maybe I'm wrong. I tell people all the time, I'm like, yo, I want to be wrong for some of these comments that I make. I hope I'm wrong. But I do not see him sticking with hip hop at all. I mean, like another one, Post Malone, right? Post Malone switched up his style.
I was going to bring him up.
Once he started getting popular, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, here's the thing.
I hope so, but I don't see it.
I'll be honest with you at this point. I've accepted the fact that these artists, specifically like the Kid Laroi, the way his style is, he's going to switch up, because what I'm hearing is already like I see stadiums, I see guitars. If you listen to the production, it's very rock influenced. You know what I'm saying? So if he switches up, I would not be surprised at all. So it is what it is. He came out the gate with that, and it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Post Malone, on the other hand, I think the way he did it was trashy because he never even considered himself a rapper, which is a problem in and of itself. Like, don't denounce the fact that a huge element of what you do is